up to Yosemite on my trip, which is going to be over a week. I'm going to try to come back on the 23rd. It is the 14th. So I am on my way up to 5, trying to make it across the Grapevine before they shut it down. If you live in Southern California, a trip to Yosemite during the winter months can definitely present some challenges. First of all, the typical 6.5-hour drive can take much longer if the Grapevine on Interstate 5 is closed, or if Highway 99 is flooded between Bakersfield and Fresno. Maybe there was some ice on the road earlier. Got this guy completely jackknifing off the side of the road, and that's what happened on that side of the Grapevine. Just want to get this black sky in front of me coming out of the Grapevine, absolutely black in front of me. If you make it past the Grapevine and the occasional floods on Highway 99, Highway 41 from Oakhurst to Yosemite could still be closed, as they typically shut it down during heavy snowstorms to give their snow removal teams a chance to clear the narrow roads. But on rare occasions, if you time it just right, you might actually get snowed in after you arrive in the park. It looks like I'm the only car. There's a couple of the cars I saw this morning, but there's certainly not a lot of plows going around. There's trees down throughout the park. Tunnel view is closed. And as of right now, again, it's like no one else is out here. I saw one other photographer at Valley View. So I'll keep driving around. I'm guessing that there's a tree down on the way up to Tunnel View, which is why that's closed. But yeah, I've just never seen it so deserted in this park. Got about a foot of snow up at the village. And I guess I'm just going to shoot around here for a while. So it's 7:24. I think I'm stuck down here. This is Bridal Veil. And there was a tree down on the way up to the village, like just below the meadow. Swinging bridge, tree down. So it was blocking all the traffic, and they were working on it, so I backed my way out of there and came back here. But I'm wondering if 140 is even open, because again, there's just no traffic. Nobody's been plowing the village. Some minor plowing around the loop, but not regularly. Okay, so I'm in Yosemite. It is completely shut down according to a ranger I just talked to. You can't come up on the 140 and you can't come up on 41. There's no plowing going on. There's a couple trees down. It's still coming down pretty hard. Not hard, but it's still coming down. 9 o'clock in the morning. And I'm going to try and find a place to pull over where I'm not going to get stuck again. I spent the last hour digging out because my Prius has 4 inches of clearance. And if I get into anything deeper than that, I don't go anywhere. And so, yeah. Other side, 9 o'clock in the morning, and it is deserted up here. I think a lot of the guests in the village got snowed in. My car obviously wasn't there overnight, but the snow just looked really deep, and so maybe that's where some of them are this morning. They don't have a 4x4. But there's just nobody here. Nobody here, 9 o'clock in the morning. coming down on the vantage point for Three Brothers. I don't have snowshoes, so I'm in up to my knees, and it's a little deep, but very beautiful. Three Brothers are right over here, coming into view. Give me a second. Okay, so I'm down on the Merced River. Mix of ice and snow here. There's the Three Brothers, and then framed very nicely with these beautiful trees, still holding on to their snow.
Winter is easily my favorite season to shoot in Yosemite National Park. As a rule, you generally don't need the park to be snowed in to feel like you have the park all to yourself. If it's snowing in the valley, it's usually pouring rain down below, and unless you're heading up to the mountains to ski, people tend to wait until the weather clears before making long trips up mountain roads. By the time the first snow begins to fall in the valley, the traffic jams have disappeared and the summer crowds are long gone. During some years, leaves are still changing in November as the first winter storm arrives. The only exception to the smaller number of guests in Yosemite Valley during the winter would be during the last 2 weeks of February, when literally thousands of photographers arrive from all over the world to try to shoot the Firefall effect on Horsetail Fall. Because of the huge crowds, if you are visiting in 2024, you will need a reservation to get into the park on weekends in the month of February. See some of the Christmas decorations. Yosemite Lodge, December 16, week before Christmas. Staying in Maple, which is right over here. Got a little view of the falls, sort of. How did I get out of here? Trying to get the view of the low clouds right in front of the falls this morning. It's really cool. I wonder if I should go somewhere and take some photos first. Oh, I gotta get out of here. It's gonna be 10 o'clock pretty soon. Contemplate walking, and it's no cloud. Taking a break from shooting. Been going a little crazy here. Amazing light. Storm just broke up at the river bend. Having a great time. Oh, here I can go wide. Look at this. Look at that. Moments when winter storms clear in Yosemite can be extremely fragile. As soon as the sun comes out, the snow on the north side of the valley can be off the trees in just a couple of hours. The storm just broke about 5 minutes ago. So we got all of this new snow. It's just incredible. Regardless of how many times I've been in the valley during a snowstorm, the time always goes by too fast, and suddenly the snow begins to melt, the good light is gone, and it's time to head back home. If you decide to head up to Yosemite this winter, be sure to check the road conditions at the Yosemite link on nps.gov, and be sure to have chains with you, as checkpoints are fairly common during storms. I would also highly recommend entering the park on Highway 140 to avoid frequent closures on Highway 41 during heavy snow. Before ending this episode, here are a few of my shots from my time shooting during my favorite season in Yosemite.